Welcome back to TechKidFX for another Fantom price prediction update, and in this video I'll be giving you the latest developments that have been happening here on the Fantom chart, which at the time of this recording is holding above the 20-day MA here on the 4-hour chart, which is now acting as support for us to continue gearing up. And the next key area of resistance that I'm watching is the area at around the $0.5 mark. We have also continued to obey the Elliot structures, where we had been seeing a bit of a breakdown to the lower side in these higher Elliot count 2, whose minimum target area that lies between the $0.41 mark and the $0.2723 mark we have almost fully maximized in a breakdown that has now given us a low at around the $0.3 mark. And after seeing our low at around the $0.3 mark, we saw the formation of this long wick to the lower side, which is right here, which was the first indication that the buyers were getting stronger. And you can see after seeing the formation of that long wick, we have been seeing a bit of a bounce to the upper side in a move that has now given us a break above the 20-day MA and also given us a high at around the $0.4257 mark. And this, I believe, is the start of an impulsive wave to the upside in the formation of these higher Elliott wave count 3, which we expect after seeing the formation of a larger Elliott wave count 2. And before I get further into the technical analysis and also give you my next price targets to the upside in the formation of these wave 3, first give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and also check out the channel membership. And allow me to first give you a recap of what has been happening, where you can see that Fantom, after making our lower low at around the $0.16 mark, we started this massive bounce to the upper side obeying the Elliott wave structures, where you can see that I have this Elliott wave structure in red, having the wave 5 giving us a peak at around the $0.657 mark. And after seeing the formation of that 5 wave structure to the upper side in red, we completed an even larger Elliott wave count 1 to the upper side. And after seeing the formation of a larger Elliott wave count 1, whatever we expected next was a corrective structure to the lower side in the formation of a larger Elliott wave count 2. And using the Fibonacci's connecting them from the low of the first wave to the high of that wave 1, I was able to come up with a minimum retracement area in the formation of that wave 2 between the fib level 0.5 and the fib level 0.78, which is a target area that we have almost fully maximized, giving us a low at around the $0.3 mark. And I believe that whatever we are seeing at the moment is the start of this impulsive wave to the upside in the formation of this wave 3, and sketching out a target area to the upper side in the formation of that wave 3 by connecting the trend-based Fibonacci from the low of the first wave down there to the high of that wave 1, then dragging the fibs to the low of the second wave. That gives me a minimum target area to the upside in the formation of that wave 3 at the fib level 1.618, and that is at around the $1.0929 mark. And that is the minimum that I'm expecting that higher Elliott wave count 3 to the upper side to do. And because of the impulsive nature in the formation of that larger Elliott wave count 3, I'm also expecting to see a 5 wave structure in formation within the formation of that higher Elliott wave count 3, having the wave 5 fully maximizing our target areas and also giving us the high for that larger Elliott wave count 3. And I believe we are seeing such a scenario here on the 1-hour chart. So jumping to the 1-hour chart for further analysis to give you the micro count here on in the formation of that larger Elliott wave count 3, you can see that after making our low at around the $0.3 mark, we started this massive bounce to the upper side. And by first giving you a measure from that low in the formation of that wave 2 to the high that you have at the moment, you can see that the market is up by more than 40.45%, which is a very nice bounce to the upper side. And also obeying the Elliott wave structures, where we can term that as the first wave, then we have seen the formation of that wave 2, then we have also seen the formation of that wave 3, we have also seen the formation of the wave 4, and I believe that whatever we are seeing at the moment is that impulsive wave to the upside in the formation of that wave 5, and getting to see whether the third wave has done the minimum that we expect a wave 3 to the upper side to do by connecting the trend-based Fibonacci from the low of the first wave to the high of that wave 1, then dragging the fibs to the low of the second wave. That gives me a minimum target area at the fib level 1.618, and that is at around the $0.3817 mark, which is the target area that we fully maximized, giving us a high at around the $0.4 mark in the formation of that wave 3. We also saw a retracement over here in the formation of that wave 4, and it almost fully maximized our target area in the formation of that wave 4 before we started another reaction to the upper side in what I'm terming as the formation of this wave 5, and sketching out a target area to the upside in the formation of that wave 5 by dragging the fibs to the high of that wave 3. The first target area to the upper side in the formation of that wave 5 is the fib level 0.618, which perfectly lies at around the $0.4293 mark. And once we fully maximize that target area, then there are chances that we might have completed the formation of that wave 5, but that doesn't mean that the high for that wave 5 is in, because there are chances that in case the buyers are still stronger, there are chances of breaking through these other key areas on the Fibonacci's and get to the fib level 1.618, which perfectly sits at around the $0.474 mark, and that is the minimum that we can expect that higher Elliott wave count 5 to the upside to do. And once that happens, then we can complete an even larger Elliott wave count 1 to the upper side, which is a fractal wave within the formation of that larger Elliott wave count 3. So here we need to continue watching the area at the fib level 0.618, and that is at around the $0.4293 mark, because a break above that key area on the Fibonacci could trigger a move to the next key area on the Fibonacci's, which is the fib level 1.618, and that is at around the $0.474 mark. And we also need to continue watching our next key area of resistance at around the $0.5 mark. And jumping back to the 4-hour chart for further analysis, and also take a look at the indicators to see what movements will be supported on the RSI. We are trading at around the 68 mark, meaning we have massive room for us to fully support higher prices in the formation of that wave 3 and also higher prices in the formation of that wave 5. Also taking a look at the MACD, we have been able to print a bullish cross, fully supporting higher prices here on the chart. Also jumping to the daily chart to give you what I'm expecting on the long-term scenarios, basing it on the Elliott wave structures. Here on the daily chart, you can see that from these low prices that we had been trading within, we saw that massive bounce to the upside, seeing the all-time high at around the $3.5 mark in what I'm terming as that first wave. And after seeing the all-time high, we started the bear market, where we had been seeing lower prices in this ABC corrective structure in a move that gave us a low at around the $0.15 mark in what I'm terming as the low for that higher Elliott wave count 2. And whatever we are seeing at the moment is the start of an impulsive wave to the upside in the formation of this wave 3, which I expect on the long-term scenarios, having my minimum target areas at the fib level 1.618, and that is at around the $5.7395 mark, and that is the minimum that I'm expecting Fantom to do on the long-term scenarios and also on the short-term scenarios. So let's be patient and see how that plays out, and I'll be keeping you updated.